Hi guys. So some stuff has happened. Well, the bike exploded this winter, so I made most of the stuff new. So I got a new fork, new dash, new driver. This driver I own the IP, so I can show you it. I will probably make a version 2 because I have some fixes I want to implement, but it works. The dashboard. Let's come around. Right, so you have the touch is working now, and yeah, looks good. It's a bit reflective because I have a plastic piece instead of the glass piece. I have just milled out the glass piece, so I will change it, and that's anti-reflective treated and stuff. There are some buttons, and I can, if I throttle up, I can enable cruise control, disable cruise control. This is now running at 80 volts, so that's the full voltage is 84 of the battery pack, but 80 is like, yeah, you won't run at 80 volts because then the battery is really full. But I will show you the speed now, because I've implemented full overmodulation and field weakening. So like the previous bike, the previous version of the bike, it went like 50, 60-ish. So I redesigned the speedometer to just go to 50-60 instead of all the way to 90 that the previous one did. But I'm starting to think that was a bad thing, because now if I push the throttle, yeah, it goes quicker. But it's kind of funny how the speedometers go outside of the speedometer range. I also have logging things, so I can log stuff. Here you can see the field weakening working. So like first it goes up to normal driving mode with full trapezoidal commutation. So first it's sinusoidal, trapezoidal, and then it starts putting in current on the D-axis of the motor to basically make the magnets in the motor weaker to increase the kV. So if I give it a constant torque, yeah, it will be a bit scary to ride, I think. I can also log other things such as currents and stuff. I have the battery, now it's just dummy data, but I will probably rebuild the battery pack to a smart battery pack. And then I'm able to read out resistances and voltages and stuff on the batteries. So this is just a dummy view. Yeah, I have some clocks and range. So if I like put it in cruise control, then the distanceometer or whatever it's called will increment. Of course, some dummy data. It's not done yet, but it's starting. Let's see if I can stop that. It's starting to come to a point where I can actually ride a bike pretty soon, and that's nice because summer is coming. Yeah. Also, I have replaced the front lighting solution, so now I have this connector, and I have designed a bracket here, and I will put this light here. It's quite a powerful light, 13,000 lumens or something, and that will be my forward facing light. I also have a rearward facing light, and that is the same light as previous version of the bike, and it's just a small brake light or rear light. Yeah, so this is now fully watertight, or well, it's supposed to be anyway. Like there are sealants between the aluminium sides, and the buttons are watertight, and the connectors are waterproof and so on. Hopefully it will stand up to a bit of rain at least. I should implement a button that locks out the touchscreen, because when it rains, the touchscreen thinks that all the water drops are fingers. So I'll probably implement some sort of like 2-button combination or something that will be lock out everything, like something like that with lockout, or I don't know. Yeah, so that's basically it. And well, the driver, it takes in positive, negative battery terminals, have 3 phases for the motor, and 1 wire for the dash, so it's basically 24 volts in CAN. And that gets distributed to like the lights and stuff in the vehicle. Yeah, and on here in the front, like there are now 4 connectors. So one is going back to the motor driver, one is just for debugging, so that is not connected whilst riding. One is going to the brakes, throttle and brake. And the last connector goes to the light, so it's just a PWM output basically that controls the light intensity. Because I will not be riding at 13,000 lumens continuously. That's for, yeah, I don't know what that's for. But I'm not gonna use that, it's like a few percent probably. Yeah, and then you fork. Hopefully this fork will stand up a bit better to hitting obstacles. If I would to do that in full speed, I think the previous fork would have snapped. Yeah, and also the thruster compass, it always says that yeah, south is this way. South is always that way. It's kind of broken. Right, so yeah, I think that's all.